Hello again, Maverick traders, and welcome out to your daily market roundup. This is Ankit, and let's break down today's market price action. It's a Wednesday, June the 26th. Let's get into it. As always, we'll be breaking down what's happening in the broader markets, then take a look at some sector analysis, and then talk about some possible setups. Let's get into it.
Disclaimer. This video was created for professional stock and option traders. Maverick Trading is a proprietary trading firm that employs professional traders around the world. Our traders trade firm capital and keep 70 to 80% of profits they generate. All trades and analysis in this video are for professional traders only. If you are interested in becoming a professional trader for Maverick, click the apply button in the video description. Let's break down what happened today.
As we look into the market analysis here, let's just jump right into the market performance today. And this was a bit of a quiet day today. Again, not a whole lot of activity. Again, we generally get this when there's not a whole lot on the news front, and we are seeing a bit of a consolidation that's taking place in the broader market. So let's just take a look at the numbers today. As you can see, the Dow Jones 0.04, not a whole lot there. S&P slightly up, Q slightly up, and the small caps actually did the best. But again, nothing really great, 0.26%. Oil was also flat, and then we see a bit of a dip in the gold market. Now, as far as the daily news, there was not a whole lot. Markets are, again, in a consolidation phase, so that's exactly what we are getting here. If you just take a look at the numbers here, even the advanced decline ratio today, nothing so great. I mean, we are seeing the 55% down, 40 up, so not a whole lot in the advanced decline today. And we're seeing a bit of a drop in this above the 50 moving average. We are now at 47%. I think we were close to a 49. So a little slip over there as well. But outside of it, let's take a look at the chart here. And what are we seeing in the chart? This is a high base pattern. Again, after a big run, we are seeing this consolidation phase. And we don't know how long this consolidation will last for. Usually, we see a bit of a moving average start to catch up here, get towards this, and then maybe break it out higher here. So that's really where we are. And with the lack of news on the horizon, I think markets just like to chop around here. Same thing in the Qs, and we can see that we got a bigger dip in the Qs because we had this Broadcom or NVIDIA, some of the big outperformers actually took a bit of a hit. So we're seeing a little bit of a redistribution where the money's coming out of those and it's going into things like Apple or we're looking at Amazon breaking out. So there's definitely a bit of a shift that's taking place. So you can see this is the board today. Definitely that we see a lot of red, but we see some big names being green. And look at the Amazon and the Apple. So again, I think this is again the market's where you just want to focus on the outperformer versus the underperformer. This is not a super bullish market. If you just take a look at those numbers, I think this is the market where you want to be long the things that are doing well, and at the same time have a balanced portfolio with some of the bearish play as well. So as far as the outlook goes, again, nothing really has changed for me. Everything is still sitting pretty positive. So this is where we'll just break down into some of the outperformers and the underperformers. So these are the picks I have here. Again, Amazon I really like, and I got a nice little breakout here. We got the RCL. CCL, again, getting a nice run. They got a nice outlook boost. Carvana, even Meta, they're all breaking up very nicely. And again, on the bearish side, we have the Cassava, Science, and we have Dash as well. So let's just take a look at the charts here. Now, the first chart here is the Amazon. You can see this thing has a nice breakout. This thing has been consolidating while other things were doing really well. So I think I like the fact that we're just getting a little distribution here. The NVIDIA, all those big, heavy tech stocks, they were just looking too overbought. So I think this is a good time to redistribute and look at some of the best ones. And this one has have a nice breakout here. If you take a look at the other one, this is the RCL, and you can see we've got a nice little breakout above the resistance as well. So again, these goes nice as a bullish strategy. Now for the sideways, again, nothing really has changed for me, and Merck still is in the list. As you can see, it's just a reverse on the top in the range. So I think in the next couple of weeks, I won't be surprised it gets down to the bottom end of the range. So this is a good sideways play. And we are seeing the Intel, again, same thing, staying sideways. Now, let's talk about the bearish trades, because I think this is where I like some of the trades that are developing here. This is Cassava Science. You can see that nice little break off that support. So this one, again, I like it further to the downside here as a bearish approach. And the other one that I'm watching as a bearish candidate here is the break of that 110. You can see that this thing is just consolidating here. But eventually, if the market takes a turn, this will be, again, the first one to follow. That's really where the relative strength and weakness is. So that's really the outlook here. Again, I think market's likely to remain range bound. As far as the economic reports go, we have durable goods order tomorrow and unemployment claims. But I think as we are in the last week of the month, don't really expect a whole lot. I think as we go into the following week, in the first week, we get more reports, more data. I think that's just going to drive some of the markets higher. So as far as the earning goes, we have Nike, we got Walgreens. So again, some of the names to keep an eye on. But that's pretty much it. Focus on a balanced portfolio, focus on the outperformer and the underperformer. And that's really the best strategy for this current market condition. Thanks for joining. We'll see you in the next one. Happy trading.